Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Murray. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Bryant. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And his kick here is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray now to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Come on, set, yellow, 22, right, 97.
And Chubb try the middle here. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now a throw here to his running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A give. This is Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Bryant flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and goal from the 1. Chubb will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? And they know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review. So they had it right. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still try. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run with Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The man in motion is Tate. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They run again on first down, Chubb.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, Hensley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Hensley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 17's Mike. Get the ball.
Play action. Now it's Murray. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right on the 30. Oh, look at the juke. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a punt return score of 70 yards.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Up the middle they go. Hensley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hensley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll run on 1st down. Hensley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw. Bryant. This is caught by Tate. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hensley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, Maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Red, cycle. 43 rail.
28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Blue down. Mike 28, we ain't giving up nothing today.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Bryant eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Etienne once more. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
97.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tight.
Ready, go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Eagles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.